go.
There it is. You're clear as day. Get up there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another alternate failure show number 999.
Guy Kawasaki's on the wrong end of the camera right now.
Yeah. Our guests are coming.
Here they come. Here he comes. There we go.
Our Apple expert has the flashes working.
Kicked my light off too. It's okay.
Ladies
Neil.
and gentlemen, my good friend,
Hold this. Speaking to that.
intermediate surfer, paddleboarder, the one and only Mr. Guy Kawasaki.
I'm too young to be paddleboard.
The other day you want me to go get on the paddleboard. The other day you wanted to, you were going to go buy one from Bob. Did you buy one?
I was just making you feel good.
Do you own a paddleboard, guy?
Yeah. Made
Okay.
by Jeff Clark himself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeff Clark made me a paddleboard.
And do you ride that paddleboard?
No.
Okay. But you own it. It's in your
I'm going
quiver.
out in Mavericks.
Let me tell you what happens when he rides a paddleboard. You won't see anybody smiling like anybody else. His biggest smile when he goes on a paddleboard.
And then you paddle out,
Yeah.
and the smile goes away.
Well,
We just fight.
lots of people confuse me for you. That's why I don't like
Why
to
they
go on a
confuse me for
paddleboard.
you?
Oh, because I fall all the time.
So I'm driving down the freeway one day, just after he printed his book. Right, I'm driving down the. I know exactly where I was. Right there by State Park Drive, and my son calls me. He goes, "Molly, she worked with you for a little bit." I think Molly called me, Quinn's wife, and said, "Hey, did you see what Guy called you in his book?" I go, "First of all, I'm in his book. Yeah, you're in his book. Did you see what he called you?"
Jeez, that's really loud.
What?
Sorry.
Intermediate paddleboarder.
That's
I
terrible.
was trying to be kind.
Well, what do you call yourself, Neil?
Expert.
Expert?
Expert. Jacob Martinez in the house tonight.
Welcome, Jacob.
With Digital Nest, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're not talking about me or...
I can't talk about surfing. I don't surf.
Yeah, you talk about your kids. They keep you busy.
They keep me busy.
Yeah. Digital Nest is what?
10 years old.
Can you explain to the camera what Digital Nest is?
Yeah, we do workforce development. So we train young people in mostly tech. And we started in Watsonville 10, 11 years ago now. And we're now in 4 of the cities. So Salinas, Gilroy, Modesto, and Stockton. We train young talent and we get them into tech companies and local companies. And we're growing homegrown talent.
And earlier you had, how many alumni are there now?
Well, we've had over 4,000 youth come in involved in our programs, but we have alumni and companies all around the Bay. We have one just left for Austin a few weeks ago for IBM. We have local talent staying here and working in companies here, so they're all over now. Yeah.
You want to talk about the kid that bought the houses in San Francisco?
Yeah, we have our first homeowner, which is really cool. He's a young kid from Watsonville. Well, he was one of my first, and he went from Watsonville working in the fields, came into Digital Nest. And 10 years later, well, we helped build his skills. We landed him a job, and 10 years later, he bought a home in San Francisco.
Wow.
So
How did he
Our first
find
homeowner.
How did he find Digital Nest?
he was volunteering at a school and helping young kids, and I went in there to talk to the kids about this idea of the nest, and I wasn't even open at the time, and he came in and he's like, "Shit, I could use this," and started getting involved in our programs and. There's actually a documentary film being made about him right now. A Sundance fellow is making a film about him, as well as some other local filmmakers, and so that'll hopefully premiere sometime later this year. But yeah, he's was one of the first software engineers at a startup. It got acquired. He bought a home, and now he's a homeowner in San Francisco.
Can I ask you how you got hit? How's he involved, or how did you meet him? And does he meet?
To tell you the truth, Digital Nest is my family's favorite organization in this area. So it really is our favorite charity, and
I thought that was your favorite charity.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, I give you money.
Yeah.
I give him money. and the reason why it's our favorite charity is because I just think that, America should be this land of opportunity, and, if they want to have an alternate career, we should do everything to help those kids have alternate careers. And you are really, you're on the street, you're at the level, right? It's not like some bullshit politician or something. This is the real deal. So by far, he is our favorite charity.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow, how about
That
that?
is
We can just
that's an endorsement. Can we just end the show right now?
we just go home.
That was a great show, Neil. Okay, who's next week?
So send your money.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got to first drop in our donation link, and then we can end the show.
Well, and I was going to ask, when somebody comes and knocks on your door, do they write checks to you to come and be a part of it?
For our young people?
Yes.
No, it's all free. Everything we do is 100% free, from helping. We work with 14 to 24-year-olds. And
Oh, Neil, you just missed the cut.
yeah, barely.
Hang on a minute. Guy, I do the jokes, okay?
So it's you guys
It's all free
cover
for
that.
young people. Yeah, everything from, we have beautiful spaces. Our
You got them all over. Where are they at? Stockton?
Watsonville, Salinas, Gilroy, Modesto, and
Yeah.
just 3 weeks ago we opened up Stockton. So
Yeah.
Stockton's about 9,000 square feet, all custom built. We're building a recording studio in there thanks to partners like Universal Audio. And so they're coming in. We have creative space, free food, all the technology you can imagine, Adobe Creative Cloud licenses for everybody. So we give them the tools and the resources just like you would expect for any privileged young person. We do that for young people in our communities, and then all free and all supported by donors.
And is there have you done percentages of like follow through or success of people who start?
We're launching our brand new alumni network, because we have young people now landing in companies. So we have people at LinkedIn. I have some at Adobe.
You whipped out some pretty big names just a minute ago.
Yeah,
Bob Culligan, Guy Kawasaki.
Well, I was texting Guy earlier today of like, I got another young person working for Mark Rober, who's a pretty big YouTube.
You know who Mark Rower is?
Yeah, we talked about Mark. Yeah,
But he was on his podcast. He's in the book.
Yeah.
And we got one young person in there with Mark, and then this is the whole point of the nest: getting one person in the door, and then that person pulling in another one. Right. So now there's two there.
Do you select who comes to Digital Nest?
Nope, you could all. As long
Why
as
is not every student in town coming through your doors?
we feel the same way. Everybody should come in. It's free food, everything, right? Like it's a
back to
beautiful
school.
space. We got field trips to Pixar, LinkedIn, Netflix, Google. We do all those in the summer, and pretty cool. On March 13th, we're actually going to have Ron Howard come speak to the youth.
Wow.
So we have Ron Howard come in and going to be talking to our youth across all of our centers via Zoom, and so it's a great opportunity for every young person.
Yeah. So it's just going to continue to grow.
We'll keep getting support and getting young people in these companies, and we need your support, but we need you to hire our young people.
And
most
where do you get the
importantly.
teachers from?
We grow our own teachers.
You grow
right?
your own teachers?
Yeah, and we lose our teachers too, because a lot of them, once you get the skills,
Yeah.
you get poached by somebody else.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Neil can teach your students how to do a podcast.
no, he can't.
yeah.
You want them to get jobs, right?
Can Neil go to? Oh, 24 is the cutoff.
Why
Do
are
they
you
have a
guys-
podcast
Why
school?
are you guys busting my balls for?
Neil is a better.
How do you turn
Neil
this?
is a better
How do you
paddleboarder than a.
How do you turn this off?
So you've been doing it 10 years.
Yeah.
Do you jump out of bed and skip to work as fast as you did 10 years ago? Are you?
It's the coolest job anybody can ask for, right? You go to work every day, and you're surrounded by young people, and they're creative, and they have all these aspirations and dreams, and nothing like, as you get older, then all the challenges and all your responsibilities kind of get in your way of finding your dreams. For our young people, they have all those dreams, and we just gotta get rid of some of that BS that's in their way, and give them the tools, and give them the resources and the network. And then they fly, and that's the best part of my job, is surrounding myself with those people every day.
You're teaching skills that are like directly correlating to a job, or sometimes just getting a degree out of college. You have the piece of paper, but not really the skills sometimes.
We have college grads. I have a young person right now who's we have 58 interns, so we're a full digital media agency. So you can hire Digital Nest, and we'll do web design, graphic design, video for you. And our interns do this work. We have 58 of them. One of them has a computer science degree from UC Berkeley. But she moved back home to Salinas and tried to find a job. Her parents, work in the fields. They don't have that network. Her teachers don't have that network. Her peers don't have that network. So how do you find jobs when you have this degree? So that's what we are for a lot of young people. So we have everything from people who don't have a degree to people who have computer science degrees that are brilliant and just need the opportunity.
How is the job market in your genres currently?
Good. I mean, people say they want, it's shifting a little bit, but people say they want diversity, they want inclusion, and they want,
Ooh,
diverse
you cannot
workforce.
use those words anymore.
You what?
We can't use those words, but I mean, it's true. I mean, like there's some questions about some of the funding coming our way because of this, but
Oh, really?
yeah, but we're standing strong. We're going to stand strong to our mission and our values, and make sure.
Put Neil's picture on your website.
And the money will what?
Roll in.
And you do fundraising.
Turn it off.
Is there any of that coming up, fundraising stuff?
Yeah, we're actually hosting a pretty big 10-year benefit at Levi Stadium. And Guy's one of our co-chairs. And we got people like Julian Castro, who ran for president a few years ago. He was in charge of HUD underneath Obama. Lane Best, the former CEO of Palo Alto Networks. Tom Chavez, a serial entrepreneur. And Bud Colligan, a local entrepreneur. And their families. And we're all...
He's only going to come if the tide's right? His whole life is
gonna be
based
dark.
upon the
You can't
tide.
surf.
It's 6
So,
o'clock.
It's 6 o'clock. You can't surf at night.
He'll
The
speak.
sun is down.
He'll
Yeah.
speak. Excuse me. He'll speak on a high tide.
Yeah.
Low tide, mid tide. No. He's not coming.
That's why I'm doing it at night. So, yeah.
Has the new presidency affected your school at all?
It's absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's absolutely affecting our communities. It's impacting funding. The tech industry is bowing down a lot to this administration, and so their commitments to hiring a diverse workforce, which we all know makes business sense.
Yeah.
They're kind of pulling back. Some of them are pulling back from it. Some are standing strong. Some of our good partners. But yeah, it's absolutely impacting us. It's going to impact the schools. It's going to impact the community colleges.
Yeah.
It's going to impact UC Santa Cruz. It's going to impact the arts, the environment.
Yeah. I just want to take this minute. Go ahead, TC.
I was going to say, Martha Nino on here just said, keep inspiring people.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
I just want to take 2 seconds here, well, more than 2 seconds, to congratulate you on the skate contest.
Oh, yeah. I'm almost recovered.
How much money did you raise?
We raised $7,000 for the animal shelter. I'm dropping the check off tomorrow.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
The one at Sears.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Capitola Mall making a comeback?
I don't know.
Well, they will. The plans for the new mall are fantastic, and we will be there next.
Will it happen before I die?
Yeah, you should ask the city of Capitola because they're the ones holding it up because they want a hotel. And
Is there going to be an Apple store there?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's I
Breaking
am
news.
breaking the news, but there obviously the ink hasn't even been written yet, but there will be. I am, and you know what I'm doing? I'm gonna have the store next door.
I'm going to get a job at the Genius Bar.
You couldn't fix my phone a minute ago. What?
That's
I'll make
because
sure
you're using an iPhone 6.
Stain. How do you turn this thing off? TC?
Yeah, that's
Anyway, congratulations. It was a hell of a
maybe
event.
you need to go to Digital Nest and learn that skill, Neil. Thank you for that. No,
Touche.
it was a big event. It was the largest skateboard contest in Santa Cruz history, and very proud of that. And it was a total success.
Cops come by.
I didn't get arrested. There was no fires. Some kids did go in the attic and light off fire extinguishers, but there was no fire.
I'm giving you a skateboard ramp.
I know. There was a lot of... I moved all that wood. It was very difficult. And I will say, I want to thank the guys who for 17 years have helped me do a skateboard contest every year.
Yeah.
And guys who make $400 and $500 a day doing construction, taking the day off to help build skateboard ramps.
That's
and so,
great.
yeah, everyone volunteers their time. It's an amazing crew. So I couldn't do it without those guys and a lot of sponsors this year that really stepped up. And we had a $3,000 purse for first prize, which is the biggest, I think, in a long time around here. So
Cool.
Congratulations. Buddy.
thanks for coming by. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was great.
Great.
Yeah.
It was great to see. I went there with my kid. We had a great time.
Yeah, I know, it was awesome. I do want to jump back into Digital Nest. As you expand in locations, do you expand in your offerings?
Yeah, right. Well, right now we're doing. You come in and get web and IT training. So we do front end, back end web development, full stack development, IT support. We have digital media, so we do graphic design, videography, and we do a lot of other project management pieces as well.
Take care of it.
Some people are coming to
I
buy.
always forget to
We're
lock.
doing podcast.
Um,
Closed right now.
And are there goals to expand?
Well, we're looking at how do you develop local workforce. So here in the Monterey Bay region, you're looking at advanced air mobility with companies like Joby and launching here. Like how do we build a workforce for local industries, emerging technologies? In the northern Central Valley, you're doing a lot of bioengineering, biotech. There's a whole new wave around that. So how do we build the talent there? So we're going to maintain our programs, our uniform across all of our centers, but also localize some things for local workforce needs.
You know, Jacob, like 2 generations ago, my family came from Japan, and they landed on the Big Island of Hawaii, and they picked sugarcane. So you know, they started in agriculture, and that's kind of why I can so relate to what you're doing, giving these young people a chance, because somebody gave my father a chance that enabled me to go to college, and you know, so it all starts in our agriculture. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, people forget that agriculture is one of the main drivers of the economy of California.
yeah.
Right? Like you
Well,
get,
especially where you were at.
yeah, across the state. If you go down to Central, if you drive from San Francisco to LA on the 5,
Yeah.
it's all fields, right?
Yeah.
Orchards, the grapes, the cuties, everything, pistachios.
Right.
Agriculture drives the economy of the state of California, and there's a lot of people that come and work in those fields with this promise of opportunity and hope, right? And it's getting more and more challenging to get that workforce here. So even the agricultural industry is trying to think about how do they innovate, how do they integrate technology in there. And the best people to do that are young people who understand both those things, of the importance of agriculture, but also the innovation of tech.
Yeah.
So I think I absolutely agree. That's what we focused on these communities. People forget that Silicon Valley used to be the Valley of Delight. Right? It was orchards and apricots and apples and plums,
Cherries.
right? And some of the most fertile land in all of California is underneath San Jose.
Yeah.
Right? And so those communities still exist all around the Bay Area. Right? It's all ag.
Your father was a farmer?
No,
No,
my
he-
father was a fireman.
Was he a farmer?
Yeah, that's why I hate eucalyptus so much.
But in what way did agriculture affect you growing
Well,
up?
I mean, you know, when my family originally came from Japan, you know, it's not like they stepped into an executive position.
No.
They picked sugarcane on the Big Island.
Right.
So yeah, I mean,
Have you ever picked sugar cane? Have you ever picked sugar cane?
no,
Okay.
why?
But let me ask you a question. Do you think you've kept Bob Pearson in business for the last, do you think he would have retired 10 years ago if you hadn't showed up? And how many boards do you think, how many boards did Bob made for you?
I
Got to give it a Bob mention, right?
I think he for my family. Let's say my whole family. It's probably 15 or 20 boards, and I could keep Bob Pearson fully employed just fixing my dings.
Some paddleboarder running you over all the time?
We've had a few fights out there. Yeah, huh? We've had a few fights.
You know, okay,
Here
this
we
is
go.
a funny story, TC.
I'm ready.
I gotta tell this.
Get
story.
closer up here.
So this guy comes up to me. He goes, "Do you know this guy Neil?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, Neil, he said I dropped in on him and he yelled at
He
me
did.
and he wanted to, take it to the beach and like." I said, "Oh, you shouldn't fight Neil because he's the MMA champion of the of England. So watch out for him." And then the guy said, "I looked into Neil's eyes. He's not a fighter."
It must be a different deal.
It's got more bullshit stories.
When was the last time you got into a fight?
Huh?
When was the last time you got in a fight?
A long time ago. How about you?
Second grade.
Second grade.
I won.
you kicked the guy, huh?
It was so big of a
So,
fight.
was the guy a first grader?
Maybe, I don't know. I only know is I won.
Well, I want to congratulate you on everything you've been doing, and
Thank you.
because with the youth and it's just amazing what you do. It's incredible.
Thank
I'm
you.
just surprised that everybody just dropped everything. and go-
Digital Nest did work for me. They made video for me. They did a great job.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when you just that was early days in this.
Yeah.
We're doing pretty good. We're yeah.
Are you guys really competitively priced compared to like the industry?
Yeah, absolutely, and you know we're also it takes a little longer, so because we're working with young people, interns, so we have 58 of them across all 5 of our sites. These are paid employees; they're they're on my payroll, but yeah, so we're competitive. We're a little under market, but it takes a little longer to go through us, and so. But there's, So.
My memory of Digital Nest is one day he invites me to go listen to him speak, right? So I drive with him. We get there, and he goes, "Wait, could you just grab the books for me for a second?" He's sitting down talking. He's eating. I'm the one slapping 1,000 books up and in and out from his car in the Digital Nest. Right.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He over there eating breakfast and shit. I'm going.
Well, Neil was my diversity hire.
It was English, right? Jeez.
Can't use that word anymore.
Obviously, Digital Nest, at Digital Nest, digitalnest.com.
Digitalnest.org. We're on all social media, so you can find us everywhere. And tell your young people that you know to come down and visit us, and we can help them. It's all for free.
You know, TC and I can come down there and talk for you. We can talk. We're cheaper than him.
Yeah. He's pretty cheap. He's pretty cheap.
Is he cheap?
Yeah, he's cheap.
He's giving money to him. That's it.
I make money when you're come talk.
It's the opposite, Neil. They like it when he comes around.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
That's amazing. So people watching, if they want to get involved, just reach out. And
Come
be like,
visit us. You know, also we have donate. You know, we need. We're a nonprofit, right? Everything we do is free because of support. We take donations. Come down, come for a tour. You get
doors open.
It's a pretty amazing space to come see.
Well, they can also hire you.
You can hire, that's what we say. We need your donations, but we need you to hire our young people. We got real talent. You know, we have young people that one of them just left for IBM, right, in Austin. You know, so we can help. We have amazing talent here, and a lot of our talent wants to stay locals too. So.
Cool.
Hire the Nest. We're also part of the Watsonville Film Festival. We got 3 films showing in the film festival. It's March 6th through 9th. And on the 9th, it's actually the Watsonville Film Festival is going to be in Santa Cruz. So for all the Santa Cruz people watching, you can watch you can see the film
So there's
festival.
actually a film program as well at
We
the
do
Nest?
film, yeah. So we do
editing.
we do video production. And so, yeah.
You know, and being a skateboard shop, I think that's kids like filming. It's big in the skateboard industry, and always they want to pursue more.
Yeah.
And so that's good to know.
You can make art your day job, right?
Yeah.
How do you make video your day job? And then at the Nest, we can help you do that. And
wow.
You don't have to. All you have to be to come into the Nest is under the age of 25, but that's all we look at. So come on down and check us out.
Be nice, be happy.
Be nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Give a shout out to next week's show because that's our 1,000th show. You won't even be here for it.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Pete Madden's going to be here. Our number one fan.
Our number one fan.
Right.
He's listening right now. I guarantee it.
Our guest list is Justin Cummings.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Board of Supervisors and a Coastal Commission board member. Toby Corey. 11-year.
Tesla.
President of Tesla.
Yep.
Digital Nest supporter.
Digital Nest supporter. We have, who else is coming on the show?
Isn't there a politician coming on that
There's
show?
a politician coming. Justin Cummings. Who else is coming?
There's another
on
one
the
I
show?
thought.
My friend Maddie, she's a chemist. She's a chemistry professor at San Jose State.
And what are you talking about in that show?
Moss Landing.
The battery
Who
plant.
else am I missing? I'm missing somebody.
How about how to fireproof your house?
I already did that for you.
Well, that's going to be an interesting show.
Toby Corey, Justin Cummings, John Laird.
John Laird. You didn't say John Laird.
Yeah.
John Laird's coming. And you know what's funny is, as I look at my social media and since that fire, people are really concerned about that and what effects it's going to have on the Elkhorn Slough, if it's in the air still, what have you. So, and I guess that's what you're going to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be a big show. It's going to be a good show. Already people have been writing to me about it, so it's going to be a good show.
Yeah, it's interesting that, and there'll be a great Justin Cummings question is, how does the,
Justin Cummings is going to take your spot.
Perfect.
He's gonna be,
yeah, but how do they approve that project when you can't put a rock in front of your house in Pleasure Point?
But that's Monterey County, so maybe that's the question.
Yeah, but I mean, it's an interesting question when
Yeah.
you can have something that potentially and did
Yeah.
become such a hazard, gets approved, slides right through,
That's it right there.
and you can't put a rock in front of your house to keep
Yeah.
it from falling off the cliff. So, interesting show. I can't wait to hear it.
It'll be a good one.
Too bad we don't have calls. I'd call in. Maybe I will call him.
People want to call in, but we're not answering the phone. Okay.
Yes.
Jacob Martinez from Digital Nest, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Jacob, keep up the good work.
Appreciate it.
You know, you're changing lives and creating futures, and that's amazing. So,
Thank you.
yeah, well done. Yeah,
appreciate
I'm
it.
proud of your efforts.
My buddy Guy Kawasaki.
Guy Kawasaki, the legend.
Support Digital Nest. That's all I ask. If you support Digital Nest, I won't drop in on you at Jack's.
Okay, you all heard that. Go to digitalnest.org.
Let me ask you a question. Guy, why are there racks on top of your car when you don't surf but here?
Because.
Please tell me.
Because.
Please tell me.
What if
Yes.
Jax is firing? I gotta go to Cowell's. That's why.
He's got a rack on his bike.
Because I don't want to ever see a video of the fire department rescuing me.
No, you don't want to do that.
No.
Thanks,
No.
Guy, for coming to the show. Thanks
Yep.
for Trees Wax.
Woo! Trees
Awesome
wax.
show.
Well, gentlemen, great to see you all. Neil, good show. Next week will be awesome.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we will see you next time on the Off the Lip Radio Show. Good night.